Good morning, Year 3. In Big Maths today, we're looking at division, and it's the 18th of January. This is for everybody, but it mainly focuses on people on click 8. The question is, Molly is hiding behind a multiple of, we'll go for 2, without going past 17. And the way we do this is that we say, we know we've got to skip counting 2s and not go past 17. So here goes 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Oh, do we go any further? No, we don't need to, because we know we have to go up to 17. But 17 isn't on here. So I'd like you to mark on where 17 would be if it were marked on. There it would be. It would be there, wouldn't it? And draw yourself a little electric fence. Because if you go past it, you get an electric shock. You can't. So here we go. So Molly's hiding behind a multiple of 2. Which one's he hiding behind? Without going past 17. All right. So he must be hiding behind... he must be hiding behind 16. That's as close as you can get without getting a shock. But what happens if I said Molly is hiding behind a multiple of 5 without going past 17? I'm not skip counting now in 2s. I'm skip counting in 5s. Here goes. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Do I need to carry on? No, I don't, because I'm only going up to 17. So where would 17 be? It's not marked on. Where would it be? Where would 17 come? 15, 20. That's it. So 17 would be there. Mark it on where it would be, and you're not allowed past it. So Molly would be hiding behind... He'd be hiding behind 15. Okay. What happens if I said, though, he was hiding behind a multiple of 4? This time I'm not going to be skip counting in 5s. I'm going to be skip counting in 4s. Let's have a look. 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20. Do I need to carry on? No, I don't, because we're only going up to 17. 17 isn't there. But where would it be if it were marked on? Oh, there it would be. Okay. So, where would Molly be? Where would he be? Yep, he'd be hiding behind 16. Right, chaps, if you're on click 8, I'd like you to have a go at the questions that are posted for click 8 on the sheet. If you're on click 8, if you're on click 9, they ask that question in a slightly different way. They start to do something like this. They say 16 divided by 4 equals. And they start presenting that sum like this. And we're getting used to looking at that and asking ourselves, well, it's 4. How many 4s fit into 16? And to help us with that, we skip counting 4s. 0, 4, 8, 12, bingo, 16. So how many lots of 4 fit into 16? Well, that's 1 lot. That's 2 lots. That's 3 lots of 4. And that's 4 lots of 4. Okay. Or they could ask you, 16 divided by, we'll go for 2. This time we're not skip counting in 4s, we're skip counting in 2s. Here goes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8. Oh, bingo, we got there because it's 16, isn't it? So how many 2s fit into 16? 1 lot of 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots of 2 fit in. Or they could ask us actually, what's 16 divided by 8? And this time we wouldn't skip count in 2s, we'd have to skip count in 8s. Now you might know the answer because you might have used your switch, but let's just check it. 0, skip count in 8s this time. 8, 16. Do I need to go any further? Oh, because I'm only going up to 16. So how many lots of 8? That's 1 lot of 8. That's 2 lots of 8. So the answer is going to be 2. Right, if you're on click 9, have a go at these types of sums. Finally, in click 10, they're not going to give you anything that tidy. They're not going to give you 16 divided by 4 or 16 divided by 8, because that would be very tidy. They're going to give you something a bit awkward, like 17 divided by 8. But it's the same idea. How many 8s fit into 17? But you're probably going to have a remainder. So here we go. We'll skip counting in 8s. 0, 8, 16. And we can go past 16 now, can't we? So the next one would be 24. We don't need to go any further because it's 17 we've got. So 17, mark on 17. 17 would be about there. That's where 17 would be. So we ask ourselves, how many 8s go into 17? Well, that's 1 lot of 8. That's 2 lots of 8. But that takes us to 16. So we know that 2 lots of 8 fit into 17. But we need to do one more step to get to 17. 16, one more step gives you 17. So we say that this one left over to get to 17 is the remainder. And we write that to remainder 1. Okay. But what happens if I said it was not 17 divided by 8, but 17 divided by 4 this time? So let's not skip count in 8s. We need to skip count in 4s. Here we go. So let's go 0, 4, 8, 12, 16. Do we need to go further? Yes, we do, because it's 17. 16, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Do we need to go further? No, we don't, because we're only going up to 17. But can you see 17? Where would 17 be? Yep, it would be there. So mark it on. Mark on 17. So how many 4s this time? 1 4 goes in, 2 4s, 3 4s, 4 4s. So 4 4s fit in, but that only takes us to 16. We need to go one more step to get to 17. And that one more step we write as remainder 1. Okay. Let's change our number at the front and let's maybe go for we'll go for 14. So this time we're going to look at where 14 would be. Still skip counting in 4s because it's divided by 4. But this time I'm going to mark on 14. So where would 14 be? Where would 14 be? Yep, it'd be about there. Okay, so that's 14. So how many 4s go into 14? Well, that's 1 4, 2 4s, 3 4s go into 14. But that only takes me to 12. How many steps between 12 and 14? 12, 13, 14. I need to make 2 more steps before I get to 14. And those 2 that are left over are written remainder 2 this time. Okay. If you're on click 10, have a go at those on the sheet above.